Hey guys, so here I am. I'm going to interview our best music, one of my favorites, and it's Billy Twilde. But how do you pronounce your name? It's Billy T. Wilde is how you pronounce the name of your band?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like your last name's Twilde, so it's a little confusion
It's a little
there.
bit of a mouthful, so a long time ago, it was like, an old manager was like, get a stage name.
And you got the stage name. That's awesome. All right, good. So here we are.
Everybody wants to say Twilde.
Right, they always say Twilde. So we only have a few minutes because he's going on, and I just have a couple quick questions. As you know, I am doing a world record, most shows in 1 week. This is day one. This is show 3. I'm here to see Billy. And probably one of the most important questions I have, and I don't even know the answer to this, is that I know he started out as playing the piano when you were 5 years old. Is that right?
Yes.
And then you moved to the guitar.
My first musical love. I found a guitar in my mom's closet when I was 12, and I begged them to give me lessons. I have not put it down since.
Now, do you have any regrets about going to the guitar? Of course not, right? But do you ever play the piano still?
I have it in my living room, and I play it now, and now my son plays on it and bangs out and plays music and adds music for the next generation. So, yeah.
Now, do you have any regrets with any other musical instruments? I mean, so you play the piano, you play the guitars, or anything? Do you ever want to play the drums?
Just like with women buying too many shoes, perhaps I'd have too many guitars. So that might be my only regret is that it's a little spoiled and you have too many. But
Cool. Okay.
They all have different looks and sounds and stuff.
They do. There's so many different types, right?
And they never leave you. They're always there for you. Make it sound like you want.
So listen, I know time is limited. You're going on in like 5 minutes, and one of my other questions is, so the genre of music, I mean, is this music that you grew up with, that you heard your parents playing? Because you go back to the 70s, right? You have a pretty eclectic sound, and you know, you're not really contemporary, you're not, it's hard to say because you're all over the board. So how do you pick your set list, and how did you?
There was no real influence of my parents because my parents listened to much older. My dad was classical, loved jazz.
Right.
I guess my mom, she loved Elvis, so the rock thing was from like the very beginning roots of rock.
Gotcha.
But I've kind of went through the '60s and the Who and Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, and my big sister was a huge influence on me. She's 7 years older than me, so she was rocking out all the fun '80s Duran Duran and music that like the Police that got me into that. So I'm a little bit of everything, I mean, part of my shows are kind of paying homage to the music I grew up with listening. I'm a little bit of an old soul, so I mean the music I listened to was 20 years probably before me.
Right, and that's what we love.
But 80s were my those were my formative years as a kid, listening to music and wanting to play. So not too much in the 90s grunge thing, although I went through that phase. I mean, that was our high school, college years. But I think the shows, I want things to be fun and uplifting, and I think the music that I choose is kind of a celebration of life and happiness. And when people come to see, live music, they want to escape life and they want to have fun. And I never lose sight of that. So I want people when they come to a Billy T. Wilde show to just forget about what they're going on in their lives for about 3-4 hours, kick some cold beers, have some drinks, and just have fun. So,
and
yes.
That's the truth, because when you come to your show, it's just your music just it's over every genre, and you lose yourself into the music, and you're like, oh my god, it brings you back to your youth.
And I even throw in some country music, southern rock to country, lots of fun 80s tunes, just things that you kind of hopefully will be nostalgic and that you'll know and love. So.
Well, I want to thank you for taking this time.
It was incredible. And just from the first day I met you, and it's amazing how much you support the live musical scene, which is anyone listening out there who's not from this area is pretty tough to do. So
right?
We appreciate you and everything that you do, Jeanette. So
all right.
And we wish you luck.
All right. Thank you. We'll follow up afterwards. We'll do like a little celebration party, I'll let you know.
A more perfect person to be breaking the record.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you. Love you to death. Thanks, Billy.